And I'm all for paying taxes, but I don't want to pay more than my fair share. So there is, if there's a tax loophole, if there's a tax advantage, and real estate's a great tax haven by itself, wherever you're at, you take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Well, between real estate, even if you don't take advantage of some of these super advanced strategies you're talking about, tax savings in real estate compared to any other asset class is just unbelievable, right? The ability for you to be able to write off the things that you were talking about, your travel and things of things of that nature is great. And then the kicker is just the IRS allows you to depreciate things over time. And for those who aren't familiar, what that allows you to do in essence is to create a structure very similar to a 401k where you're deferring your taxes, because normally you have to pay taxes on the rental income that you earn every single year, right? But if you're able to write off a certain amount every single year, it can really offset the income that you earn, and you're deferring your taxes to the future. That's why we all love 401ks and IRAs, and that's what we all try to do more. We try to contribute more into that. Well, another way to contribute in a similar structure is to buy a rental property, right? And keep building up that portfolio.
So when I was working at the factory, the biggest tax returns I ever had was when I started buying real estate. And until you mentioned this, I actually forgot. I would take those. I mean, I saw, whatever. It was a large enough to make a down payment on a property, and that's another advantage. I was taking that, and so and again, you bought a new property, so there's more tax savings along with cash flow. I mean, it's a real estate's an amazing vehicle.
And the thing about it is, like, me and you can talk about our journey in owning rental properties. And when I was 3 years in or 6 years in, like, my life hadn't changed, right? I did all this stuff. I bought these properties. I had all this debt. My life didn't change. My lifestyle didn't change. I don't know about you, but it doesn't seem like your lifestyle has really changed, which is a beautiful thing, right? But you see the big picture, right? That's why we work with our clients so that they can buy properties today, get assets in the portfolio. It's not going to change your life today. It's not going to change your life in 3 years, in a sense, right? It did change. You're able to leave your job, which is pretty awesome, right? But as far as the way you spend money and the things you buy, right? And it's a few $100s a month times however many properties you have. It's not going to change your life. But 5 years, 10 years, 15 years of doing the same process over time and really just riding a wave of positive things that are happening, right? Your debt is cheap to begin with. It's inexpensive to begin with. And as inflation happens over time, it gets easier and easier to pay it down. It devalues the debt. Values go up over time. Rents go up over time, like you're talking about here. And if you just focus on getting assets in your portfolio, especially if you're younger, you don't have to be a genius to succeed in rental properties, which is, I think, where we started there, right, Doug?
That's exactly right.
That's
It's an
why I like it
amazing
too.
thing. I mean, a 30-year fixed, 25-year fixed interest rate. I mean, I would hope in 30 years that same mortgage payment's cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Inflation should, it's really taking what the government does. They've got their trillion, what is it? I don't even know how many trillions now that they owe. But they are deflating their debt away. And by us buying real estate, they are also deflating our debt away as well. And it's an amazing thing. And with that, as appreciation happens on our assets, that leaves an opportunity to refinance, buy another property with the house's money, basically. And again, like you said, the big picture. I mean, my kids aren't going to know the life that I had, which is the biggest thing. It has changed my family tree forever. And I'm totally grateful for it, and I'm glad God gave me the ability and the willingness to seek a new avenue other than just doing the 9-to-5 grind. And I think property management is a great way if you're scared of not knowing how to do everything. If you don't know how to fix a toilet, that's okay. There's people who have those skill sets who will vet a tenant that can put those right people in place, and you can still make money at the end of the day while you focus on your craft until you're ready for the next transition.
It's true. Those people are at chatwithjwb.com. Just saying.